Warrior, who does massage therapy and hypnosis. So thank you for coming on the show, Robert. We're really glad you were able to make it.
Thank you for the invitation.
Can you start by telling us a little bit about hypnosis and really what it is and what it's used for? Because I think some people, you know, they think like the cartoons, you know, where the thing goes like this and the eyeballs start swirling. And
Sure. There are a lot of common misconceptions. A lot of people equate hypnosis to the stage show where you walk and act like a duck or just pass out and do foolish things. Whereas a stage show presentation has a certain skill set altogether. Keep in mind that when the hypnotist is up on the stage and looking for volunteers and everybody's going like this, what do you think the likelihood is they're going to be compliant and do what is called of them?
Right.
But just to dial back a little bit, hypnosis is a very light, relaxed state that you're in. One thing that happens to us, and I know myself commonly, is I'm in my vehicle driving, we're listening to music, and before we know it, oh, I missed that turn. Or how did I get here so quickly? That's what is termed as highway hypnosis. Now, you're in a comfortable, relaxed state, but you're still operating the vehicle safely.
Right.
If something came out of your periphery, like a bouncing ball or whatnot, your conscious would bring your subconscious back and say, it's time to wake up and be here and now. But the key aspect is you are aware of your surroundings and nothing unsafe can happen to you. Because that's another common question I get asked. Is that, will you take control of me? Will you do something? You know, something.
You're gonna walk off a balcony or
exactly, or write Bob a $10,000 check.
Yeah.
I wish that could happen, but in my practice, what we try to do is we try to help expand or modify a certain behavior. Now, I couldn't do that unless you were cooperative.
Right.
And we worked as a team. So the concept of I could plant something in your memory that would be contrary to your well-being is totally fiction. That cannot happen. What would happen if somebody were to try that, for example, I have you in a hypnotic state, which is a relaxed state, you're aware of your surroundings, and I slip in, as I said earlier, you're going to write me a $10,000 check at the end of the session, your conscious brain would say, no, it's time to wake up and come back to the here and now. That is not in my best interest in so many words. So that is not going to happen. Your morals don't change. This is not religious in any way, shape, or form. It's actually used in the medical community and sanctioned by the American Medical Association since 1958.
So what are the benefits of hypnosis? Why would somebody?
The benefits, they're far and wide reaching. Just as your last guest was talking about the obesity and diabetic epidemic that we're facing here and now. We see on the news every day. There was a study done by the Journal of Consulting and Clinical Psychologists that stated 97% success rate for hypnosis included in weight loss programs. And another startling statistic was 146% improvement post weight loss program. Now, it's not a magic wand, but this just helps people make good, grounded decisions. For example, you. If we put you in a nice, relaxed state and you start your day from a nice, calm, grounded, relaxed state, what do you think the likelihood is you're going to make better choices professionally, personally, from a grounded, serene place? It's a place of power.
So there's no dangers of hypnosis then? I mean, is there
That
any,
is correct.
or negative, what would the negative, is there?
There are no negative side effects. Keep in mind that when people come to me and they talk to me, we have a conversation, we develop, just like going to the doctor's office, a treatment plan. So you're involved in the process. This is not me dictating to you what the needed outcome is, because even if I did that, most likely you're not going to follow what the program is if I'm just dictating to you. So it's a team effort. A lot of times I get asked, well, I can't be hypnotized. Well, there's basically three groups of people that cannot be hypnotized. Those that say they can't, that's a no-brainer. People with traumatic brain injury or low IQ, they don't have the cognitive ability to retain the information in short or long-term memory. Otherwise, everybody can be hypnotized.
Well, what are some of the case studies that you've done?
Wow, I've worked, a lot of people think the common areas are smoking, weight loss, but actually I do that. But more commonly, I deal with stress, anxiety. I helped a high school boy resolve bedwetting prior to going to West Point Military Academy in one session.
Wow.
6 sessions with a professional person. We helped handle his Tourette's involuntary twitches. We got under control and eliminated.
Wow.
Pre and post-operative surgery and pain. It's amazing. I'll talk about one woman in particular that jumps out at me. She was a nurse, or still is a nurse, for 30 years. She had some cervical issues from a motorcycle accident and work-related. She was going to have all the cervical vertebrae fused in her neck. She came to me 2 weeks prior. Again, fear, anxiety, and being a nurse, sometimes too much information is to your advantage. But she was fearful about the outcome, pain management and recovery. We met twice. We had developed some treatment for her regarding scripts and recovery pain management. I gave her, as I call, tech support over the phone numerous times up until surgery. She called me the day after, barely able to, talk due to the tube that was down her throat. Was discharged that day. She was supposed to be in a hospital 3 to 5. 0 pain meds.
Wow.
Went to her orthopedic surgeon 2 weeks later and called me in tears. And I asked, what's the matter? When the surgeon put up the x-ray on the monitor, she had calcified all the vertebrae 3 months ahead of schedule and was released to go to work.
Wow.
Wow.
Now, again, I don't say do not go to your medical practitioners, do not go to your psychotherapist.
Right.
This is a very solid adjunct to whatever existing treatment you may have.
Interesting.
Yeah. And we have some specials for the massage that you do too, available on our website. It's a great deal. You can bring a friend and get 2 massages for only $80, which is a great savings.
Yep, $40 a massage. That's awesome.
And that, people can find that information as well as a link to your website and everything on lknsavings.com.
And you had 2 other too. We talked about for your initial hypnosis.
Yes.
You're running a special on the website with $20 off the initial
consultation,
intake,
correct.
And then $15 off subsequent visits.
That is correct. And I encourage people to pick up the phone or email me. I'm always willing to have a conversation with anybody about what I do. Because if you think about it, if you're in a relaxed, trusting state, then whatever we need to take care of is that much easier.
Right. That's great. It's very interesting because I really didn't know that much about hypnosis. So, well, thank you for coming on the show, Robert.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you having me. Thank you. Very good.